What makes a great military bomber aircraft? The answer is quite complicated, but if we would try to respond with the simplest and most accurate factors, we would conclude with stealthiness, armament, maximum payload capabilities, and other things like speed and flight range. But why do these things make a bomber great and deadly? Well, stealthy aircraft or aircraft with reduced radar cross-section can fly unnoticed over enemy radars. It's obvious that this gives them a great advantage. When it comes to armament and payload, it's even more obvious. Destructive weapons in the biggest possible quantity make a bomber even deadlier in the skies. Last but not least, the speed and range of the aircraft are also key factors in its success. A slow bomber can be intercepted or shot down easily, while a fast and agile one is harder to be caught. Of course, the maximum range is very critical in strategic missions, where possible targets are often big cities or remote bases. Number 8. Avro Vulcan. Avro Vulcan is a strategic bomber that can perform great in high altitudes. The aircraft served the Royal Air Force of the United Kingdom from 1956 to 1984. When it was revealed for the first time, its design was considered rather risky for its role. Despite its risky design, Avro Vulcan was technologically advanced. Due to its delta wing configuration, it was considered a V-bomber. The aircraft participated in many conflicts, like the Falklands War. Number 7. Tupolev Tu-22M. Another Russian bomber, the Tu-22M, is a further improvement of the Tu-22 aircraft. Although the bombers feature a decent design and capabilities, they haven't the engagement range of other aircraft of the same type. That's why they are medium-range bombers and don't comply well with the strategic role. Their maximum payload is 53,000 pounds, while almost 150 aircraft are being operated by the Russian Air Force and Naval Aviation. Number 6. Xi'an H-6K. The Chinese H-6K is based on the Soviet Tu-16 medium-range bomber. China got a license to produce the aircraft inside its borders. Although the aircraft shares some features with the Tu-16, it features better accuracy and more advanced systems, like navigation and fire control systems. The maximum payload is 20,000 pounds, while there is an impressive variety of different armament options, including air-to-ship missiles or nuclear weapons. More than 100 units are active with the Chinese armed forces. Number 5. Tupolev Tu-95. The Tu-1950, or Bear, as NATO members call it, started serving the Soviet Union Air Force in 1956. Now it's a part of the Russian inventory. Despite its age, it's an aircraft of critical significance for Moscow. The Tu-92MS is the current bomber version that carries various weapons like missiles and bombs. The maximum payload is 33,070 pounds, while the aircraft can fly for a maximum distance of 9,320 miles without the need for refueling. Russia wants its fleet of 60 Tu-95MSs to be active for the next 2 decades. Number 4. Boeing B-52H Stratofortress. The B-52H is a great strategical bomber that serves for more than 67 years. Although through the years, the baseline aircraft has been modified with many improvements and upgrades. Due to the newer versions, U.S. Air Force wants to keep the B-52H active until 2044. That means that it will retire at almost 9 decades of service. Today, 85 units are active in the U.S. Air Force. These bombers can carry up to 70,550 pounds of armament and feature a maximum range of 11,500 miles. Number 3. Tupolev Tu-160. The second best bomber on the planet was developed and produced by the Soviet Union during the Cold War. During the war, it was one of the most feared planes for the United States and its allies. The Tu-160 is enormous enough to be considered the heaviest and largest military aircraft ever created. It can carry a variety of different weapons like missiles with nuclear warheads, bombs, and more. Its maximum payload capabilities reach the crazy amount of 40 tons, while its range of flight is 9,000 miles. Number 2. Rockwell B-1B Lancer. Another strategic bomber from the United States, something logical if you considered that the US and Soviet Union, which also developed many aircraft on this list, were the main rivals of the Cold War. Its design was specially developed for penetrating even the more advanced systems of its time. It started serving in 1986. The B-1B, which can carry up to 75,000 pounds of weapons, will be operated in the arsenal of the U.S. Air Force until at least 2030. 100 units were manufactured in total. Number 1. Northrop Grumman B-2 Spirit. There is a reason behind the decision of Congress not to export the B-2 Spirit. There are also many reasons the B-2 Spirit is by far the most advanced bomber that was ever produced. With such confidential technologies, the Spirit is a very sensitive platform for the United States. Due to their high cost, these true stealth bombers have been produced in limited numbers. The U.S. Air Force only operates 20 of them, although their replacement, the new B-21 stealth bomber, is coming soon. The B-2 features high-tech sensors, a futuristic design, and the capability to carry almost 39,700 pounds of weapons. Its maximum range of flight reaches 7,460 miles.